We've been talking about this guest all morning. Our next guest, we've been talking about her all morning. I promise I love this queen. Waiting to excel, the preacher's wife, hoodlum, it just goes on.
Go all the way back to a different world, Sway.
Different world. I know they celebrating over at Different World's 30-year anniversary. They're doing table reads and whatnot with Debbie Allen, the amazing Debbie Allen. But this woman is amazing in her own right, Heather B. And she has a new movie that I want to talk to her about, and it's called Spell. And we had a whole conversation about the Appalachian Mountains in the Kingdom of Happy, where Robert Montgomery led a group of people who were escaping slavery, enslaved folks, and they built a utopia in the mountainside, and with that they brought all their traditions, so on and so forth. This movie, I'm going to let the trailer speak for itself. This is a trailer for Spell with our special guest, Loretta Devine.
Woo!
Well. Look at what the captain drug in. Mercy. All right, come on. Let me get you on back up on that bed.
Where am I? Where am I?
Up in my attic sewing room. Only suitable room around here that wasn't already took up. Now, come on, get on up.
Ma'am, I just want to know how I got here, where my family is.
Young'un, you've been rode hard and put up wet. Now, you get yourself up on that bed. All right. And then we can talk ourselves a spell.
No, please, no. I don't need to go to nobody's bed. I need to know how I got here, where the hell I am. Where's my goddamn family?
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh. That's it right there. It's available Friday, October 30th. The movie is called Spell, and we got the one who's putting the spell on you right here with us. The one and only Loretta Devine is here. Loretta Devine.
The queen.
Hey.
Loretta.
Yes.
Hi,
What's
Hey.
up, Loretta?
Hey.
How you been, Loretta? This Sway. How you been? We miss you. How you been holding up?
I've been doing okay. I've been working. You know, that makes it okay.
Ain't nothing like money in your pocket, huh?
I just love to work. I'm a workaholic, Sway. What can I tell you, you know?
Yeah.
Some of us are born like that. You ain't happy unless you got a job going on.
Okay. I ain't mad at that. I'm a worker. I think we all kind of enjoy our work too. We're very blessed to be working in our
Yes.
passion too, and being paid to do what we love to do. And we would do this for free, right, Loretta?
I have done it for free, yeah.
Yo, that's so funny that you mentioned that. Hi, Loretta. It's Heather. Thank you for joining our show again. I was watching Uncensored, and the Uncensored episode featured your friend, I should say, your sister in the arts, Miss Jennifer Lewis, and she spoke so highly of you in her episode, in her interview, and said that you guys had gone way back and you've known each other for so long, talking about Broadway days and different things like that. Can you share some light on your experience with Jennifer, because we love and salute her as well?
Oh, God, Jennifer and I go so far back. I used to be I was in Dreamgirls, but I was still a groupie of Jennifer's. Jennifer was putting on shows all over New York.
Yes.
She was like, she set the model of how the nightclub show should be done. And we were on Broadway doing Dreamgirls, but we hadn't ventured into that next phase yet, because we were on Broadway and Jennifer was out doing it in the street, and she was making it work. So we've been friends for, forever. And we've worked in so many shows and movies together. God, I could name a million things we've done, from Georgia with Raven Simone. I think that was, we did that together. I've done Blackish with her. Even going back further than that, we've just done so many things together. And I just love her. She has such a unique spirit. You know, she crazy. You got to know Jen is crazy. She She tripolar, not bipolar.
It was just beautiful, though. It was beautiful to see her honor you and talk about y'all coming up and working and during those times and doing things, and to see what both of y'all are, our two queens right now, is just a blessing. So salute to you as well. I just needed to say that, and I'm good.
Yes. Oh God, that's so nice to know. I didn't know she had done all that, but I love her absolutely.
Well, we got Loretta Devine. Tracy, you want to say hi to Loretta? I don't want to interrupt
Hey,
you.
Loretta. Thank you for joining us. I'm so happy to be hearing your voice.
Yes.
I want to get right into this new project with Spell, because you're also working side by side with another big time family of the show, Omari Hardwick. Can you just speak about your relationship? And I think a lot of times, since you're such a long-standing titan in Hollywood, obviously, some folks may think that you're always in the position of teaching those who are in the generations after, but I feel like the best teachers are also students. So if you can share what maybe you gave Omari in terms of working with him, but then also maybe what you learned from him.
Oh God, we shot Spell in South Africa, in Cape Town. We had 6 weeks to do it. We were working in a tiny room that was built up in the sky because it was the attic. We had such respect for each other. I think that's what made the partnership so easy. It was a hard script with a lot of monologues, because there's a lot of teaching in the script about of what was happening to the people in the in Appalachian Mountains and their history. So Omari was the type that he would put his headphones on right before a scene. He had to go into a groove because he was trapped. And he's so gorgeous to look at. I think the brother has the longest eyelashes. Like his lower eyelashes like blew me away. And I knew all my old girlfriends were asking for his phone number. I was like, I don't have no phone number for that boy.
For that boy. For that married boy.
He's married.
Leave me alone about that baby, right? So, and I'm used to that because all my children are like superstars now from all the other movies. Like this Christmas, everybody from that movie is like a huge superstar. But he was wonderful to work with. He was very caring. We had a lot to do in a small amount of time, and we got it done. And
Yes.
We had to work with prosthetics. There were all kinds of things going on. And our director, Mark, he loves to have the camera on his shoulder because he sees things, I think, in unusual ways. When he sent us the Bible on this show, he talked about 6 different movies that he had in his mind, not just Misery. And Misery wasn't even one of them, but Deliverance and the way the light falls in a room was opposed to voodoo. It was just an incredible experience. And I was scared as hell because we were in Africa. I said, Lord, if they don't let me out of here, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know where I am. They kept turning the lights out. They were having the load shedding and stuff. So it was incredible working with Omari. Not only is he gorgeous, but he's talented and he's very passionate. And he got the ego of life. There, you have it.
Yeah, there you go. You know, when you talked about the script in this movie Spell, the thing that I walked away from it was, Loretta, a lot of history, a lot of untold history in this country, especially when it comes to black folks living in the Appalachians. And I did some research and found out that there was a place called the Kingdom in one part of the mountains, the South Appalachian Mountains, that black folks actually migrated to post-Civil War. And there's a lot of traditions that you speak of, like the boogity, which is a doll, and a lot of traditions. Did you have to research any rituals or spells to get a better understanding of what was realistic or what was stereotypical when it came to these practices?
Well, I'm from the South. I'm from Texas, and we used to go to the country to pick cotton, and my grandmother used to scare us to death telling us stories. And I don't know whether you had heard people, a lot of people, black people in America, you just assume everybody has heard or know about the same thing you've heard or know about. But a baby's been born with veils over their face, having specific powers and stuff. And so my character was supposedly a baby that was born that way. And the runaway slaves, they tried to drown her because the overseer didn't want to be bothered with all of that. And the runaway slaves got her, and she ended up back at the same plantation. But eventually she had kids, and he sold her kids to someone who ended up in the mountains, and she killed both of them, and was living in his house. That's where a spell takes place. She was living in the house of the man that killed her children. And my character, Eloise, is really 187 years old because she has a boogity. And the boogity has the blood, the semen, and the hair of the person that it affects. And it has she could put his license on there, his credit card, some of his clothes, because of the dirt in the soil of the mountains. And she explains all of this in the movie, and it's just incredible on how they make these dolls. And it seems like there may be a sequel because my doll, they didn't kill her, so my doll has the ability to bring back life. So it's just incredible, and I didn't know anything about it either before the movie. But the director sent us a Bible with so much stuff in it. It was a lot of studying and researching before we got there, but it was worth it because the movie looks fabulous.
I watched the movie last night. Amazing movie. Big round of applause. Because I remember, what was the movie you did? Urban Legend back in 1998.
Yes. That was...
Wow. Yeah.
Remember that, Loretta? Urban Legend. You was
Urban Legend too.
An Urban Legend too. And man, I love you in these kind of movies. Are these roles you like? Like Eloise is sinister and dark, but she's fun and interesting at the same time. You want to hate her, but I always wanted to see you in every scene. Do you love the horror genre?
No. Listen, I was on Supernatural when it first came out, and Supernatural has been on for 17 years. But I was in like one of the first episodes, and they shot it in Toronto. I was so scared because the stuff they was doing was just too dark. It was too dark. I had to get out of there. I was begging my agent. I said, "You got to give me another job. I don't like this." They have you down in the basement, and stuff was coming at you, and you didn't. Oh, it was too scary. So sometimes. So I didn't do that. And I could have had a job for 17 years. I wouldn't even have to audition for nobody else, but it didn't work out that way.
You couldn't do it, huh?
It was too scary. So, and maybe it was so scary because I wasn't playing the villain. I guess playing the villain makes you not the one that's scared, you know? So yeah, maybe if I can be the villain, I could do it again.
You could do it. Eloise, you knocked that out. I wonder if you dreamt about her at nighttime, the way you played that role. You was so sinister. I figured you must have had something in your background, Loretta. I figured.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, she must have studied some stuff. She casting spells way too easy in this role.
No, my husband would say that's the way she is when she get mad anyway.
Wow, this is a great movie. We're gonna talk with Omari tomorrow. If there's
are you? Okay.
Yeah, any question that you could ask him, I'm gonna play it back for him. What would you want to ask him?
Oh man, I don't know what's gonna happen with him because he's not doing Power anymore. I have watched him in Power for so many seasons. I just hope that he gets something as powerful and as interesting for him because he has so much talent and he's into music and he's into some poetry. It's so hard to find projects where you can really show all the different kinds of things that you can do. I guess I would ask him is he ever gonna produce his own vehicle? You know, which is one of the hardest things to do, I think, in show business, because they don't usually let actors cross that line. You have to. They haven't been letting us do that as much as they do in other, with other races. So I think that's something that I would ask him. Does he plan to try to get some of his own things produced? Because he has so much stuff that people haven't heard or haven't seen.
Okay, there it is. And I feel like I noticed that Morris Chestnut was a producer on Spell. Is that correct? I feel like
yes, he never came to set, though. I guess because we were so far away. But, yes, he's one of the producers.
Okay, Morris Chestnut, he's stepping up. What up, Morris? I see you. We got Luck on the line from Dallas. Dallas, say hello to Loretta.
Hey, Dallas.
Hey, Miss Loretta, what's going on, baby? This is Luck from the D. I love you.
Oh, thank you. You got it.
Yeah, I just love you. I just love your body of work. I love your voice. I love your personality. It's like I feel like I've known you all my life. You remind me of everyone has that aunt that's just so cool and that everybody loves, and that's what you are to me. I just want to give you your roses.
After you see this movie, you're gonna be scared of me.
Yo.
I loved you in P Valley.
You're gonna be keeping your good eye on me when I come around.
Yo,
I always got my good eye on you. That's not the reason. Not because I'm scared.
She married, Luck. Hey, Luck, you're a citizen, man. You're a citizen.
In the morning. She married, Luck.
Laugh just like Eloise. That's that Eloise laugh right there. I already know what's happening.
Oh, don't forget to mention John Beasley is in the movie.
Absolutely.
He
John,
my husband in the movie.
The legend, John Beasley. He has an interesting fate in that movie. We won't give it away, but make sure you guys watch it. October 30th. It'll be on Apple, Amazon, Prime, Sky Store, Google Play, and more. Loretta, we love you. Thank you for being on the show this morning.
Yes.
It's so great to talk to you all. Thank you for having me.
Anytime.
Always, Loretta.
Always. All right, let's give it one more time. Y'all make sure y'all watch Spell. Give it up for Loretta Devine.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yes, indeed. We got Lecrae up next. If you want to talk with Lecrae, 888-742-3345. Dedicating this to Loretta, Eloise.